Tennessee signing day is finally here. Wake up and smell the greatness of Team 120. I'm Maddy Glab. I'll be your host.
When you look at this still shot, what do you see?
I see the box is pretty stacked. I'm going to let it fly if I'm Dobbs. Maddy Glab here with this week's Tennessee Take. The football team is a week into Vols camp. Today marks practice number 5 and the first day in full pads.
Tennessee wins.
We're going to pick this up in the fourth quarter, but I want to set the scene. So Tennessee has the lead 24-13 after 3 quarters of play. Once the fourth quarter hit, Donovan McNabb started to light up the scoreboard.
We couldn't get him on the ground. Amazing, yeah.
What did that first game show you about the team that you had?
They had some grit, you know.
How does it feel to be back in Knoxville, visiting as a now NFL quarterback on your bye week? Pitching a big storyline in last night's game, we saw Arkansas struck out a combined 11 batters. Oregon State struck out a combined 16 batters. Oregon State went into this game batting .351, scoring almost 10 runs a game in this College World Series tournament, but Arkansas was able to limit them to just 1 run thanks to Blaine Knight and company. Why was pitching so important in last night's game 1? Where is the perfect place for the ball to go when you're snapping?
The perfect
Where do you like to
spot
catch it at?
Is right here on the right hip.
Admiral Schofield got to spend 12 days in Vietnam this summer for a service and leadership trip with fellow student athletes as part of a Vol Leaders program, which is a year-long class where student athletes learn leadership and service skills and then get to test out those skills with a trip overseas. Admiral says it taught him a lot about having confidence in his leadership skills. There's many firsts today for head coach Jeremy Pruitt as he steps onto the field representing the Tennessee football team. He's going to call his defense from the sideline for the first time today, as well as help manage an offense. He told you earlier, Bob, that there'd be no butterflies, and that's maybe because he can find comfort and trust in his coaching staff.
With a rockin' house and a prepared Tennessee team, the game turned out as a statement win for Rick Barnes and his coaching staff. Instead of the top 5 plays, we're going to look at the top 10 because the game was just too dang good. Number 10, Kevin Punter Jr. with the inbounds play. Robert Hubbs III comes flying into the paint. Number 9, Punter drives to the hoop, gets knocked down a little bit here, loses a shoe, and says, whatever, I'm just going to keep playing. It's all good. What's been throwing Segern off is these off-speed pitches by Lee. She's been way ahead of the ball, which is why her knee breaks, which is why all the weight goes forward. And once you do that, you have no power in your swing. The Tennessee basketball coaching staff uses film as a huge tool when it comes to teaching. Every game is filmed, but what fans might not know is that Coach Barnes likes every practice film too. We're going to talk to video coordinator Riley Davis about why this method works for Tennessee.
Coach Barnes is known for his tough practices, his tough love, but he's also known for his availability to his players. When he got hired on at Tennessee, he decided to ditch his regular office and set up in Pratt Pavilion, their practice facility. The players say when they come in pre-practice, he's always there, and it sets the standard for the players to be in the gym as much as they can. But more importantly, he wants to be with them every step of the way. He'll say, I'm raising these players to be better athletes, but I really want them to be better people when they graduate from Tennessee. You've been transitioning into a new role this season. At Howard, you were a scorer. Here, you're in charge of getting the ball to other people. 10 assists on the night. How has that transition been?
Junior Mimi Jackson has started every game this season because of her defensive efforts. She leads the team going into this game with 12 steals, and Coach Warwick says she has loved Mimi's effort and focus and maturation so far this year. She says Mimi is capable of shutting down anybody's best player and that the team feeds off her energy on the court. She says she's the anchor on defense.
Coach Warwick, no turnovers, 10 assists, 8 steals in the first half. What are you liking out of your team?
Well, I like the no turnovers, I promise you that.
So the 4-3, that's a base defense. You got your Mike, you got your Sam, you got your Will. Arkansas is straight up scary 1 through 9. You can get anything from those guys. How does that affect Florida tonight? In this week's competition corner, these two are going to bob for apples. Whoever gets the most in 60 seconds is the winner. You guys ready to go?
Don't need any vision. I have smell.